You're scrolling through your feed, staring at rent, takeout, and that app subscription you forgot you had, and suddenly you realize you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're like 24. I've been there, the I'll start saving next month loop. My name is Mark, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, why small habits become massive results, and why the people who hit big savings somehow do the boring stuff consistently. Sounds nerdy, I know, but stick with me. What if I told you there's one thing you can do before turning 25 that makes saving 50K by $35 not just possible, but predictable? It's not magic. It's a framework that turns tiny choices into a money machine. Curious? Good. First, start with a brutal, loving truth. Know your cash flows. You can't fix what you don't measure. I once tracked 1 month and found $120 vanish to coffee and fees. Felt dumb, but also powerful. Breakdown: income minus fixed bills minus savings goal. Flexible money. Why it matters. Awareness stops accidental leaks. Action: track every dollar for 30 days. Yes, every latte. Use an app or a notebook. Second, automate your future self's discipline. Humans are terrible future planners. I set an auto transfer of $300 on payday. I forgot it existed and the balance quietly grew. Breakdown: pay yourself first, then live on the rest. Why it matters. You avoid willpower fights. Automate 15 to 20% of income to a high yield account or brokerage. Third, optimize one big expense, not 20 tiny ones. Cutting streaming services is noble. Reducing rent or transport changes trajectories. A friend moved from downtown to a slightly farther neighborhood and saved $8,000 a year. Breakdown: big wins, lots of tiny wins. Why it matters. Faster path to that 50K. Pick one major expense and shave 10 to 30% off it this year. At the end, invest the boring way. Cash is safe. Inflation is a quiet thief. Story: I started with index funds at 25 and watched compounding do most of the heavy lifting. Consistent contributions plus market returns. Sears exponential growth. Why it matters. 50K is plausible with time and returns. Set up monthly contributions to a low-cost index fund. Conclusion: this is not a hustle trick. It's a life design. Track your money, automate saving, cut one big expense, and invest steadily. Do those before 25, and by 35, you won't just have 50K. You'll have confidence. You'll have choices. Start today. Be kind to your future self, and imagine the quiet relief of opening your account and seeing real progress. You got this.